All right, all right. Welcome to another edition of Heart to Heart with Dr. Tartt. Y'all, I've missed y'all. This has been one of the busier weeks that I've had in a long time. That's a good thing. Just been so inspired by, just having more time with you all has created so many ideas in my head. So I see y'all coming in. So welcome in to another edition of Heart to Heart with Dr. Tartt. Today we're talking about the 7 pillars of what's called the healthy well. Y'all, I said, like, what is this? Basically, talking about how to live longer, y'all. How to live longer. So I'm reading this book called From Strength to Strength that was recommended to me by my pastor, Bishop Dale C. Bronner, Word of Faith Family Cathedral here in Atlanta, Georgia. If you're interested in visiting, come see us on Sunday mornings. But he recommended this book to me. It's written by Arthur Brooks, and it talks about going from strength to strength. And so it's saying, as we get older, we have to anticipate getting older and making the necessary adjustments as if we're getting older. Y'all, this book is great. All right. So I see you, Chris. I see you, Vandella. I see you, Mrs. Glover. I see you, Dawn. I see you, Aya. I see you, Arian. I see he's always acting. I see you, Jeep TI owners. I see y'all, man. I see y'all. All right. I am that 1K, right? All right. So yeah, I'm glad that y'all are joining us today because I want to get y'all's feedback. So it's going to be active in the chat today. I want to talk to you about, do you have the right mindset about living your ideal longevity? Do you have the right mindset, y'all, about living a long and prosperous life? All right, do you have the right mindset, y'all? We can go so many different directions, y'all. I'm gonna stay in my lane and talk about the mindset around health, but we could do this around money. We can do this around relationships. So the question I ask you, my friends, is: are we actively thinking about what's best for us in our future? Is what we're doing today positively impacting us in the future? Drop in the chat. How many of you are thinking about that right now? All right, I see you, Ro. Right, Ro's jumping in. I see you. Right. So let's think about it. There's this mindset around happiness, and it says this is the ideal happiness factors, my friend. This is the ideal happiness factor. This is where we want to be. Right. So let me first of all break down what we don't want to be. All right. So there's one quadrant that says I don't like my life right now, and the way I'm living my life right now has no ability to make me happier in the future. So I'm unhappy now, and doing this in the future is going to make me unhappy. So I'm unhappy working at McDonald's right now in a job I don't like, and it has no ability to make me happier in the future because I don't want a career here. All right. That's terrible. That is called nihilism. All right. Basically, what that means is slow death. All right. Another quadrant is, I love what I'm doing right now. It's amazing. It's great, but it has no ability to help me in the future. Right. This is kind of called hedonism. So this is like, yeah, I'm selling drugs right now. Now, let me be serious. I'm eating hamburgers right now and I'm loving it. I'm eating steak and pork and beef and drinking alcohol and hookah right now. It's great, but it has no ability to keep me here for my kids or give me a great future. Yeah, so that's hedonism. The other piece is the rat race. The rat race is where you're saying, hey, you know what? I don't like what I'm doing right now, but in the future, it's going to pay off. So I don't like teaching right now in the current environment, but if I can make it to year 30, I can just retire. I don't like corporate America, right? I'm just going to retire, right? But where we want to be, and this is the focus today, is we want to be in the ultimate happiness quadrant. And it's where what I'm doing today makes me happy now and in the future. Let me give you an example. I like the money that I'm making right now. It's going to allow me to retire early in the future. I like what I'm eating right now. It's going to give me more years to my life later. So you want to be in the happiness quadrant, my friends, right? So yeah, I see Samantha saying, upgrade your education no matter how old you are. It's worth it to get the job that you want, right? And then I see Chris saying, I think when you hit a certain age, you definitely take your future life into consideration when making your current decisions. You're right. You're right. I'm gonna give Gen Z and millennials credit here. They think about the future right now. They're like, there's no way I'm gonna right now work at a job I hate to hate it later. No, and so we just thought, like, we just suck it up for the rat race and we get there. All right, but my friends, but as promised, let's talk about these. I want to see. I want y'all. I'm gonna have y'all be active in the chat, right? I even see my daughters join. I'm trying to figure out how she's joined this live and she's supposed to be in school. Oh, she has an early day today, so I'm gonna let her slide. She does have a half day, y'all, because of that career fair. I was about to get on her. All right. But anyway, let's see what your mindset is, y'all. All right. And before I get into this, I see, I is saying that even when we're in the happy quadrant, we have days where we're in one of the others. That's true. That is real. All right. So let's go through these, y'all. And I want y'all to type. As I go through these, I want y'all to type in the chat or take some assessment of whether you're doing these things. All right. So Arthur Brooks, the author of Strength to Strength, so these are the 7 pillars of the healthy well. So if you want to be healthy and well for a lifetime, these are the 7 things you must take into consideration, right? And drop these in the chat. Number 1, no smoking. No smoking. No smoking. I'm so glad I could say this and have some data to back me up, right? Because people are like, man, my grandfather smoked, he was 99, right? All right, kid. That was an outlier. The rest of your cousins who smoked, they died at 60 and 50 and had lung cancer and throat cancer. So let's talk about this, right? Because I really want you to drill down on this, because I'm not here to condemn anyone, but I do want to make you think about, should I give up smoking? I'm talking about vaping. I'm talking about hookah. I'm talking about cigarettes. I'm talking about cigars. I'm talking about cigarillos. I'm talking about Black and Miles, whatever, clothes, whatever. I know people smoke everything, crack, right? Whatever it is. All right. So listen, this is why. How many of you ever applied for life insurance? Weed, thank you, right? Marijuana, right? So how many of you ever applied for life insurance or health insurance? Type that in the chat. If you've applied for health insurance or life insurance, say yes in the chat. I think y'all know where I'm going. What is the first question on the application for life insurance? Are you a smoker? Why do they ask that question for life insurance? Why is actually y'all are saying yes? Don has. I am that 1K. I'm that 1,000. I is saying yes. All right, you've done it. You've seen the question, right? Y'all seen the question. Why is it first? All right, that's the first question is, are you a smoker? They know that the life expectancy of people who smoke is significantly less than people who don't, right? And so we have to ask ourselves, as we get older, how long do we want to live? How long do we want to live? All right. And we start saying, all right, the ideal life expectancy. I want y'all to do this right now. Google for me. Google based on your age. All right. Google based on your age. What is your life expectancy based on your gender, your race, and your age? I want y'all to look that up, right? I want y'all to look it up, right? So, what is the life expectancy for a Black male? All right. Yeah. Someone look that up. What is the life expectancy for a Black male? And an African American female. Someone look that up and put that in the chat, right? All right. And you're going to see that one is higher than the other. All right. I want you to also Google what the life expectancy is for a smoker versus a non smoker. All right. People are joking. So I used to sell them. For that matter, I don't have a police for myself, right? So when y'all get it, right? People know. Don says they know life expectancy. Said female should be 55. Is that correct? That seems too early. That life expectancy. So what is that, Samantha? So is that for a smoker, a non-smoker? Let me know. All right. So y'all are really going in. I'm not gonna go in on the smokers. I'm not gonna judge, right? But yeah, I'm not a fan of the smoke either. So just can y'all get it? All right. Number 1, no smoking. If you want to live a long and prosperous life, I want you to be able to. All right, there we go. Black Chicagoans live 71.4 years. All right. And Samantha, okay. Samantha, yeah, clarify. What did you look up? All right. So for African American men or women, what is the life expectancy? Yeah, let me know. All right. And then I'll tap back in with you. Right. That number just seems so low. Right. Someone said 77 years. All right. So let's think about it. When we start getting to 70 years, won't we want to extend that to 80? Won't we want to get to 77 years? So I want y'all to think about this. So if a life expectancy is 77 years and we add in smoking, what happens? It goes down. All right. So I want y'all to consider giving up smoking, at least peeling back. right? Thank y'all for the stats. All right, glory be to the Most High. It says 77.9 for African American women and 77.2 for men. Now I want you to look into life expectancy for African American smokers and non-smokers. Are y'all getting where I'm going? Do you see how a habit is actually going to take 3 to 4 to 5 years off your life? So no smoking. All right, especially if you have a family history like in our family of cancer, right? You're pretty much increasing your rate. I don't even know what the rate is. It's 11 times more likely to get throat cancer. Smokers 11 times more likely to get throat cancer, esophageal cancer. You get what I'm saying? So y'all chilling with smoking. All right, number two, drinking. Oh yeah, I know some of y'all like I'm cool on smoking, drinking. Yep. If you want to be healthy, well, think about it. All right, alcohol has no health qualities. Now, there's a debate about wine. I'll give you that. All right. When we start looking at drinking, y'all, is drinking adding years to your life? All right, I see someone clowning. All right, someone says you look a little bit like Prince. All right, I see you cracking jokes. But you know what though? If I can take a little commercial, Prince was probably the only dude that can rock a perm, right? Be 5'3" or whatever Prince was, wear some riding boots and still take your girl. He can still take your girl, right? Prince did it, may he rest in soul. Prince was the only one that can have all those feminine qualities, traditional feminine qualities, and still take your girl, boy. Prince was cold. All right. Um, so no hate, no Prince, but drinking, y'all. I want y'all to be real with this, y'all. Drinking. Someone look up, drinkers versus non-drink. Isn't that the second question on the life insurance and health? Do you smoke? Do you drink? Why? Now realize they're in the business of making money. They want you to pay the most amount of premium, right? Hoping that you die as late as possible so they can get the most amount of money. So whatever they pay back, you've already given them back in abundance, right? So they're paying you back a percentage of what you paid them for your life insurance and your health insurance. The company's trying to keep their costs down. So if you drink and you smoke, they know you're more likely to have not only to die faster, but to have more health problems. Right. So they're trying to figure out your premium and whether or not they should insure you based upon first two questions, health and drinking. Y'all getting this? All right. So remember, we have all these commercials, right? We have all these commercials about this, and it looks like you see Diddy with the Ciroc. I mean, I want to be in a commercial. Like, look, they're having a great time conversing, having fun with friends, right? It looks great, right? But when you think about it, drinking every day, drinking twice a week for 40 years is going to have a negative impact on your health, y'all. And as you get older, you just can't process that alcohol the same way you do when you were younger. Like, y'all, I gave up. I've never smoked, but I gave up drinking back in 2014. So what was that? That was almost 10 years ago, y'all. And if you know, I'm sure I look. I feel like I look pretty good, y'all. I just gave it up. I gave it up because I did the math. Like, if I really want to be here for my grandkids, I don't want to be 77. What is it for me? I don't want to be 77. I like to be 87. I want to have 97. How can I do that if I'm smoking and drinking? Remember, I said, what am I doing now? Making me happy. And in the future, I can socialize right now and not drink, but it also is gonna make me happy when I'm here with my grandkids, y'all. And my wife doesn't have to push me around in a wheelchair, Lord willing. I'm able to run on the beach and travel to Turkey and Istanbul. And I'm praying for people in Turkey with the earthquakes. I like to be in Fiji. I like to be in Accra, Ghana. I've never been there. I want to go to these places with my wife as I'm retired and the children are off in college. I like for us to go there as a family. Only way I'm gonna be able to do that and be mobile is to have good health. All right, I see these comments coming in, y'all. It says, for smokers, 27% decrease in both men and women. Oh my goodness. Can y'all do the math on that? So if Glory said 77.9, 77.2 for men, 27% decrease if you're a smoker for both men and women. That 25%, that's one fourth. So one fourth, y'all, of 77. Yeah, I'm doing my math. What is that? 18? What's that? 19 years? Oh my goodness, that's 20 years, y'all. 20 years off your life being a smoker. You still want to smoke that cigarello? You still want that black and white? You still want that weed? You still want that sesame now? I just want to bring this to your attention. No judgment. Getting the. I just want y'all to see it. All right, now add in smoking and then drinking. Someone see if you're a drinker, what does it do to your life expectancy? Because we're gonna have to add the 27% decrease for smoking plus drinking. All right, here we go. Y'all are coming in with the. I missed y'all, man. I prepared for this, y'all. Um, I see you, Royal Monty Wellness. All right. Samantha said I party and all, but once I got to serious work, family life at 25, I haven't had a drink since then, except one glass of champagne for New Year. Now, once I realized and I saw some of my friends and my older cousins and my uncles passing, cirrhosis of the liver, cancer, diabetes, high blood pressure, gout, all these things that you see, I started getting real with myself. I said, how long do I want to live? And someone shared with me the life expectancy. And I said, I don't want it. See, when you do the math, here's what I did. This was what really got me. I did the math. So take where I am right now. If my life expectancy is 77 for an African American man, okay, that's giving me roughly 30 years, right? So if I advance that, that means my youngest son is going to be 31. That means I'm going to say bye to my son at 31, maybe before he even has children. I don't want that. What if I can say bye to my son at 41, 51? Come on, y'all. That matters later. What we do now, what you save now is going to help you in retirement later. Your ability to get into a great relationship now is going to help you when you retire later. Y'all, so are y'all getting this? All right, I know y'all saying he's going too slow with this list. All right, I just want to drill down, y'all. All right. So yes, Andrea Adams, I will check my messenger. All right. I will do that today. All right. And if you want to get in contact me, Dr. Tartt at drtart.com is the best mode because I rarely check messenger, but I will because of you. All right. And shout out to you, Andrew. What's going on? All right. All right. Okay, here we go. Y'all are getting ahead of me. All right. Number 3. What's the third question they ask? What is your body weight? We have to have a healthy body weight, y'all. I had this trainer, y'all. So I got this trainer, not like a physical fitness trainer. I got a health trainer, right? I had a partnership, a collaboration with Profile. So Profile helps you out. It's kind of like Weight Watchers, right? So I was one of their spokespersons. And I had to sit down and go through the program. And she was like, Alan, you need to lose about 10 pounds. I was like, how you figure? I'm good. And she was like, nah, you're not good. Ideal body weight for you at this age is this particular number. And it was about maybe 10 to 12 pounds less than where I was. And I was like, nah. She said, all right, look at this numbers for this body mass index. I want y'all to do this when we get off this call. Do it now. And so look at the body mass index for someone your age and look at their life expectancy. Right? There's a big difference between someone who's let's I don't know how much I was. Probably at the time I was like maybe 198, 197. And she says, Alwan, you really need to be at 182, 185. And I was like, look, I'm good if I'm at 192. Right? I'm still at 192 right now, but I'm gonna get on it, y'all. Before spring, I'm gonna be at 188, 185, 188. Right? I can 189. I can exist in there without giving up my Chick-fil-A, right? Because I must have Chick-fil-A, right? But healthy body weight, y'all. I want y'all to actually look at your body weight, y'all, so that that's going to help you with diabetes, blood pressure, arthritis, pressure on your knees, pressure on your back. Y'all with me? Can we get the healthy body weight? So no smoking, no drinking. At least decrease those, y'all. Let's just be real. I love y'all, right? Healthy body weight. Make sure that you're at the ideal body mass index. Get your numbers for your age, gender, and ethnicity, y'all. Hey, come on now. Come on now. Does anyone have all 3? So far, I'm all 3. My healthy body weight could be better, right? I'm right on the cusp. I know it's 180 something. I'm 192, 191. I need to go about 2-3 pounds down, right? So Chris says I'm 191 and trying to get to 185. So Chris, you now my new accountability partner. And I talk to Chris all the time anyway, but I need to actually get your sale so that we can both check in with the weight, my brother. And once I get an accountability partners to make sure that we live in an ideal way, life. Number 4, y'all, exercise. 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 All right, here's what she broke down to me. She said, listen, Alwan, you have to exercise. I said, why? She says, like, think about getting older. 1, you need some type of muscle mass so that when you fall later in life, your muscles don't atrophy. Y'all, I was sitting here at my desk and I have a pretty good window view here, right? So I can look right here to my left and I can see the street. I can see traffic, and there's a crosswalk, right? Because I'm really in a good space, here in downtown Decatur. I'm in a good space where there's a lot of stuff going on, right? And I saw this woman walking across the street, and she just fell down in the middle of the crosswalk, and a young man went and picked her up. And we ran outside to see what was going on. I asked her what happened. She says, "I don't know. My knee just gave out." She looked to be about 80 something years old, right? She was walking with her husband, right? He couldn't pick her up, right? And muscles just atrophy, y'all. What we don't use atrophies. So here's the mindset. Listen, y'all, we're slowly dying. I know this is sobering. We're dying every day. We're getting closer and closer to death, right? And I'm not saying that to be depressed, right? And what we're really trying to do is slow the process of death. We're trying to slow the process of death. Can we agree? Let's just slow the process of death. If God gave me 88, I don't want to take 27% because I'm smoking off. I don't want to take 10% off for alcohol. I don't want to take 37% because I smoke and I drink and I stress. Oh my goodness. Right? I don't want to do that. I just don't want to do that. So if I'm being honest, so one, I need muscle mass. So when I fall, I'm able to brace myself. And my knees don't atrophy, right? My hips don't atrophy. One of the leading causes of death of older adults? Falls. Y'all know that because we don't heal. Think about it, we get injured in our 20s, 30s, and 40s. You can heal. You see it starting to slow in your 40s, how quickly you heal. Right? Look at LeBron James. He used to have a little hamstring, be back 2 days. LeBron have a hamstring, he's out 27 days. Look at Kevin Durant, out 30 days. Right? It used to be when they were young, hamstring. All right, young bull, go in there, do what you do. Right? Right? We can't do that. Our recovery rate is slower, so we better act like it. Right? So let's make sure we're exercising, to make sure we have muscle mass and our muscles don't atrophy, but also our heart. Right? If we want our heart to keep pumping, it needs exercise. Right? We need to get that cardio going on a regular basis, y'all. Y'all feeling me? Let's get that cardio going. I hope this is resonating because I love y'all. I want y'all to get this. We're going over the 7 pillars of the healthy well according to the research. Number 1, no smoking. Number 2, no drinking. Number 3, healthy body weight. Number 4, consistent exercise. And what they're saying is we need to do about 30 minutes a day, anywhere 4 to 5 days a week, right? Get into at least a medium sweat, right? Let's stay active. That's going to help your mind. It's going to help your body, but we have to exercise. All right, let me go back to some of these comments, y'all, because y'all are dropping them in. All right. Samantha says arthritis is caused by weight, not by genetics. I did not know that. I did not know that. All right. And so I think about my big mama before she went on to be with the Lord. My big mama was obese. She was obese and she had arthritis in both of her knees. Right. So why would we want arthritis? Listen, we bust our tails working to enjoy our retirement and our later lives. Why would we want to walk around limping? Because we did not change our attitudes towards our health. I want y'all to think about this now and start making this lifestyle change. It's not that I'm some super human being. I think I got super real when I sat down with that health coach. When I started doing the math on this, I was like, oh my goodness, I really, really want to see my grandkids, y'all. I want to see my grandkids for as long as I can. If I can see my grandkids through high school, that would be amazing. Right? I mean, think about the life. Just think about how great that is, y'all. So I want y'all to actually think. I want you to close your eyes right now and think about how you want your retirement to be. I want you to close your eyes right now. And I want you to think about how long you want to be around for your little cousins, your nephews, your kids, what things you'd like to do in your life, countries you'd like to travel, and think about when you most realistically do that, which is for most of us during retirement. As we get older, we tend to have more general income and less demands of work, and we can go where we want to go, right? I saw Shauna say she's trying to gain weight. All right, Shauna, go ahead and do what you need to do. Get the biscuits, get the peanut butter, or whatever you're going to do to get to where you are, right? Someone said, you have any work from home workout tips? Yes, one, we have a home gym, y'all. If you're blessed enough, and granted, you need money, but we have a home gym because I realize I like working out. I don't like the time of going to the gym. I don't. I don't like getting in the car, going to the gym, coming back to the gym, showering, and then starting my day. Right. And I definitely did not like showering at the gym. Those of you who do it, love it, and great. For me, I realize for my personality type, I'm going to be up at 5:30, 6 o'clock, hop on that elliptical, that rowing machine, Peloton. We have all three. All right. Lift weights, and I'm going to hit it. man, showers right across the hall, right? Bam, hit it, shower, get the kids ready. I'm going, right? So I got my first piece of we got an elliptical, and then we worked up to the Peloton, and now we've got an rowing machine, right? And I'm sure we'll probably add something else just for variety, right? Man, with them stairmasters, right? So we're gonna do something, and then I got the full weight bench kit for the whole basement, y'all. So and my wife is into it, and our kids are into it because I realized, listen, let me be real with myself. I'm cutting years off my life making this excuse about not going to the gym. My life doesn't care. My life expectancy doesn't care that I don't feel like going to LA Fitness, Planet Fitness, Forum, wherever you go. It doesn't care. It says I need to be worked out, and I want my heart to work a long time. I want that good heart health. All right, so number 5, this is the psychological piece, y'all. Adaptive coping style. When I saw this, I was like, that's interesting. But when they broke it down, it basically means your ability not to stress, your ability to see the glass is half full versus half empty. So they did this study of people with cancer. And what they found is they looked at their adaptive style and they said, all right, what are you anticipating your recovery to be? And those who were more optimistic had better health outcomes than those who were pessimistic. So those that felt like this could be the end versus those that say, hey, this is a phase. I'm going to get through this. They're going to be able to get all of it. They had the same, they narrowed it down and they looked at them and they had the similar health issues going in. So similar types of cancer. Optimism is a predictive factor of recovery, y'all. Optimism. Optimists make better teachers. Optimists make for a longer life. Optimists make better partners when it comes to relationships because as a man or woman thinketh, seeth, doeth, so they are. So as we think, we do. So if I think I'm gonna get through this with this cancer, I'm optimistic, right? And my mindset says that means something. So we have to have an adaptive coping style. And here's where they also narrowed down. And I want to be real, all right. And I see you, Ardrin. I want to read what she says as well, all right. It says that the part about adaptive coping styles, my friends, here's the key, is that we have to stop thinking about solving a problem and actually solve the problem. Part of what's taking away our stress is over worrying, overthinking, excessive worrying. That creates cortisol, dumps into our body. Cortisol, if y'all look it up, is the stress hormone. When it stays in our body is aging. It ages our body. It makes us not well, y'all. So if you have a problem and you're up thinking about how to solve that problem versus writing out the strategies that you're going to use and actually taking action on that, you're taking years off of your life. All right. Ardrin says new research is being run, and it says that Black men need to get the colonoscopy check earlier, like around 35 years old. Wow. I can believe that. I can believe that. I have a friend, his name is Dr. Zuri Morel. He's out in LA, one of the top surgeons out there. And he was talking about this, and I never heard it. He said, you have to get screened because we're looking for polyps. We're looking for problems that we can fix early. If you wait too late, that polyp is already turned into a form of cancer, and you just took years off your life. But if we can catch it at 35, we can catch it at 37. We can do it. We can do a corrective procedure. You should be good. I know a lot of times as men, we're afraid. Why would I want to go in and see? I'd rather be in denial. Let's keep it real. I'd rather be in denial that I have polyps or something's wrong with me. I'd rather just be in denial than go in there and be sad. That's how men think. It's dumb, but we do it. But when I saw that, I was like, I would have so much regret where they'd say, if you had come in 3 years earlier and we caught this, we could have had a corrective procedure. We could have caught this before it even became stage 1, or we could catch this as stage 1 versus stage 3 and 4. Y'all hear me, my friends? I want y'all to live and live more abundantly. So let's get it. Let's make sure we get our colonoscopy. Let's make sure we get everything that we're supposed to get our body mass index. I thank you, Alicia. I thank you, King 318. I thank you. So listen, let's get through this faster, y'all. I need to eat lunch today, right? No smoking. So we're doing the 7 pillars to keep you healthy. This is according to research. This is what the healthy will have. No smoking, no drinking, or at least decreased rates, healthy body weight, consistent exercise, adapting coping style, and number 6, an active mind. So that means that they're constantly educating themselves. So they're keeping an active mind. And I read this book called Ikigai. I talked about it last time I did a live, and they've studied centenarians and super centenarians. So people who are 100 and 100 plus. And this came out. What they did was that they never really retired, y'all. They never really retired their minds from working. Their bodies retired from working, but they still would volunteer at the school. They still would connect on projects. My mom has been retired probably 15 years, but my mom is involved in education, starting charter schools. Where my actually youngest daughter goes, my mom actually founded that school, y'all. That's how much legacy we have, Black History Month. My mom is running political being involved in political campaigns, right? Because she wants to stay active, her mind staying sharp, reading books. You see what I'm saying? So we want to make sure that our mind stays sharp. It is a muscle. The brain works more like a muscle. All right. So we want to make sure that it's active. How many people have we seen that just languish, right? That's why they actually give them books in jail so your brain can be active. They realize that if they gave the inmates, books to consume their minds, that they behave differently because their mind is active and it's giving them things to do. So we want to make sure that we never stop learning. We want to become lifelong students. Why? It gives you drive, right? We want to learn how to refurbish cars, right? I have a friend that refurbishes old model cars, and him reading about that gives him a sense of excitement, right? He doesn't really need to work anymore, but refurbishing those cars and figuring it out just keeps him consumed. You see what I'm saying? Going back and figuring out how can I help my neighborhood out with this reading problem the local school is having, and joining that committee. How can I help out with crime in Atlanta? My good friend Mayor Andre Dickens, he said he was going to do it, and he's doing it. What can I do about affordable housing in Atlanta, Georgia, when all these investors have come in and gobbled up all the houses, and now the prices are going down? Everything's for rent, right? Which does not, and they're jacking the rental prices up. So they went and bought the building on 2 Peachtree Towers, y'all, which was straight office condos, which people have abandoned due to the pandemic and work from home. And now that's going to be like they're doing this already in New York and Miami. Now office condos are now going to be apartment buildings. All right. And so the city has bought it so they can control the costs. You feel what I'm saying? That's him. People figuring out what to do, keeping their mind sharp. And there are a number of people, right, who are retired, who have championed that movement, all right, to say this matters in my city to have affordable housing, right? This matters. All right. And then number 7, y'all, stable long-term relationships, right? A sense of connection. This is why people pay so much for senior care, right? Being in a senior living environment, if you're not able to live with your family, keeps you connected. This is why you really need to have you knew I was going to go there. Really consider getting married or having relationships with your friends that are close and in close proximity, and doing life with them, because we want to give you a sense of connection. We need a sense of connection, family. We need a sense of connection as we get older. All right. Like y'all know, I have 16, a 6, and a 1-year-old. Man, that 1-year-old is keeping me young. I'm running all the time. I'm active. I don't watch that much TV. A 6-year-old keeps me on the move. 16-year-old keeps me on the move. And it's keeping me young. Now it's busy, but both my father and father-in-law, mother and mother-in-law saying the same thing, keeps them active. Whereas they be more sedative with the grandkids, they're at the park. They're trying to keep up with my 1-year-old son who's sprinting all around the house, right? And it keeps them young and spry because there's energy in the house, right? There's energy in the house. There's something going on. And if you're staying active and connected, that's good. We die of loneliness. You can actually die of loneliness. You can die of heartbreak, and you can die of loneliness because there's not enough stimulation. So we need, y'all, stable, long-term relationships. All right. So we need to stay connected. So you can't just retire and go home. How many of y'all know Bear Bryant? Bear Bryant was the legendary coach of the University of Alabama, right? I have to say, go blue, y'all. Go blue and go dogs. From Georgia, went to University of Michigan. All right. So I'm still hating on the University of Alabama. All right. But the Bear Bryant, legendary coach of Alabama, I think he died within 1 or 2 years of retiring. And the reason I mention that is that they asked the current coach, Nick Saban, when he felt like he was going to retire. And he said he didn't want to think about it. and he actively took care of his health, and he wanted to bring in the best coaches and have the best program because he wanted to work as long as possible because he was afraid that after he left the University of Alabama, after he left coaching, that he would die just like his idol Bear Bryant, because he says it keeps him young and energetic to be around the guys, to be around the program. Can you imagine what it's like to be Nick Saban, coaching college football with the just how crazy people are about football and how many times he's asked to speak and the demands and recruiting and the things that he's doing. And then the next day he's at home, retired. No one's calling Nick Saban. All the fanfare, the freshmen, the sophomore, the juniors, the alumni, the seniors, the bowl games. Are y'all feeling me? Listen now, that's gonna be us. All right. So a lot of us are relying on our work families, right? So we need to make sure. I'm just seeing the comments. We need to make sure that we are taking care of ourselves. All right. I see Arjun is a go blue. All right. Let's make it happen. Okay. I see you, my brother. Arjun said he's working at University of Michigan as an athletic counselor. Absolutely, my brother. You see, I have my blue and gold on today. All right. And I have family actually in Michigan. So it's easy for me to get back. So yeah, make sure we connect. Send me an email, DM. Yeah, because I know you're on YouTube. Send me a direct message, and we'll go from there. Hey, Chris, I appreciate you buying a badge. Chris always shows love. Thank you for anyone that's ever bought a badge or liked anything, spending your time. I appreciate it, y'all. So y'all get it. All right. So Paulette says also get proper sleep. Oh, Paulette, I'm so glad. Like, what did I forget, y'all? Paulette came through, y'all. Y'all give Paulette a round of applause. Proper sleep, y'all. That's probably the bigger one from psychological standpoint. Sleep. I don't know how sleep didn't make this list. You're right, Paulette. All right. That's why you're a child of God. All right. And sleep, y'all. Listen. Know? Do you know that sleeping less than 5 hours, 5 hours a day for a prolonged period, let's say 3 months, actually ages you 5 to 7 years. 5 to 7 years. So not getting proper rest, not getting at least 5 hours a night for over, like, let's say 3 month periods consistently. You're averaging 5 hours. You're actually not only aging your body, you're going to look older, you're also slowing down your brain and cutting down your life expectancy. So, this whole grind mentality, I'll sleep when I'm dead, sleep is the cousin of death. No, sleep is going to keep you from dying. All right, that was a great Nas line. You know, Tom Brady said no days off. Maybe he should have taken some days off because he didn't look good last year. No, I'm just joking. Actually, Tom Brady did take years off. I actually use him as a great example. That's why he had longevity. Tom Brady, LeBron James, sleep. LeBron James sleeps 10 to 12 hours a day. Tom Brady, you see his diet with the avocados and things he does not eat, the strict diet. That's why he was able not to break down from physical injury. Why? This man acted like he wanted to have health long term. He acted like he wanted to be here for his kids. He acted like he wanted to be in his 40s playing quarterback when other quarterbacks are 20 and be able to be better than them, being the GOAT of all time. Isn't that interesting? The greatest of all time in football and basketball both had really great health practices. You feel what I'm saying? They had the ideal body weight, they exercised, adapted coping style, kept themselves busy, had stable long-term relationships that Tom Brady's kind of broke apart. I don't know about drinking and smoking. I'll be surprised if either one of them really smoke and drink heavy. I would be surprised. I'm sure they drink. All right, I would guess, but heavy on an ongoing basis, I bet they have it limited, right? So proper sleep, y'all. If y'all taking, if you're getting that, if you're not sleeping, think about it. Sleep is restorative. So as you're sleeping, think about how many times Jesus was sleeping in the Bible, right? So remember the Sabbath and keep it holy. It's really about resting, honoring rest because of what we're going to wear out. We wear out like gears, right? So slow down and get rest. King says he's guilty. 3 out of 5 of you listed have to do better. Yes, you do, King, because you deserve to be here. Think about, and what we do as a man, as a woman, think about not yourself, because we can be selfish and be like, it's time for me to go, time for me to go. But think about what that's going to do to your grandkids, what that's going to do to your families, what that's going to do. Like, it's hard. And then, and also really do the cost. Like, do I really want to say goodbye to my baby girl when she's 19? Do I really want to say goodbye to my grandkids at 2? Do I really not want to ever see my grandkids? Do I want to die when my daughter's pregnant, y'all? Granddaughter's pregnant. Y'all, this is real, y'all. These years add up, y'all. So I appreciate you sharing that, you know. Um, So yes, I thank y'all. All right. Someone said arthritis is a mechanical issue. All right, so it could be either way. Weight makes it. Can we agree that weight makes arthritis worse? Whether there's a genetic component, and doctors can weigh in on this, an MD, that is doctor if there's a genetic component, adding unnecessary weight not gonna help it. Right? Yeah, we would tell mom to lose weight. I'm always on my parents about that. I'm sending them supplements. Hey, Law, let me turn y'all on to something real quick. I don't endorse this product. They're not paying me. I love them anyway. So, yeah, collagen peptides, y'all. Do y'all have collagen peptides? If y'all up on collagen peptides, type it in the chat. Yes or no? Do you know about collagen peptides, y'all? Oh my goodness, y'all. So she's not my current doctor because I had to switch health plans. But my former doctor, who was a celebrity doctor here because she's amazing. Her name is Dr. Barbara Joy Jones Parks. She's got married, y'all, right? So Dr. Barbara Joy, a legend here in Atlanta, right? So she was my primary care physician, y'all. Yeah, I'm gonna go to the best, regardless, right? And says you have to get these collagen peptides. I said, why? It's going to make you look younger, and it's going to make you younger and age slower, right? So it's going to give you more hair. Evidence, y'all. I'm telling you. So I started taking this, my hair popping. All right, skin, hair, nails, and joint support, y'all. Y'all look it up. Ask your doctor about collagen peptides. Ask the wellness gurus. They're gonna tell you about collagen peptides, and what they say. You're gonna go out and get collagen peptides tonight, y'all. You're gonna start looking younger. I put it in my tea every day. Every single time I have tea, collagen peptide. I get the type that does not have a flavor, y'all. Someone said to gain weight, super to gain weight, 3 superfood smoothies with sea moss. Like, look at y'all telling each other. All right. Chris says he's in the gym at 6 a.m. at least 5 days a week. Plus, he gets stretched out in the stretch zone twice a week. Let's add stretching to that. I used to work for the NBA, y'all. All right, all type of things y'all don't know. I used to work for the Oklahoma City Thunder, and I used to work specifically for the NBA. I still tinker with anyway. Anyway, I see athletes not necessarily with the NBA anymore. So I see NBA athletes privately. I don't work for the NBA in this season. All right, because my son is one. I've traveled. All right, but um, Ray Allen came in and spoke to the rookies, and they said, "Ray Allen, what do you regret about your playing career?" And he said, "I regret not stretching. I regret not stretching." Right? And he says, I used to see LeBron James stretch before and after practice. Right. And I always looked at him. He always came early and stayed late, and he stretched like 20, 30 minutes after practice. And now I see why he did it, because he does not have the same issues that I have, with my muscles and pulls. And so, yes, we have to get stretched out. I have a friend named Jack that does that all the time. All right. So y'all ask where y'all can get the collagen peptides. Man, you can get them at Amazon, y'all, like everything else. Amazon, Whole Foods. It's not hard to find. GNC, they all have it. Like, you start looking at this stuff, I promise you, in a month, you're gonna start seeing the differences, y'all. All right. Hey, Deb, I see you. I just love fellow counselors. Someone said I'm 27. Samantha said 27 years old and I have arthritis and it's been there for years. I'm too young and too light for that to be mechanical. My grandma had it and they said it's inherited. All right. So, all right. I love for you to be able to see a specialist to figure out what needs to happen. So, right? All right. If this is what it is, then let me make sure I live the best life, with this. All right, so I'm glad y'all gave clarity, right? Someone said getting checked with colon cancer is critical. Vandella said this, right? I had a scare that just recently happened in the colonoscopy a year, and the grace of God, everything is good so far. So if it's either Vandella, I think it's Vandella. So Vandella, thank you for sharing that, right? Like, if Vandella didn't go in, if Vandella didn't go in, he or she would have never been able to figure out what was going on. All right, Minerva said, you know what you forgot? Reconnect with nature. I agree with that. Peace of mind. She began walking in the park, creating a walking group. I love that. Life changing. Up to 5 miles, 6:15 to 7:30 a.m. at least 5 days a week. 51 years young, and I bet she looks younger than 51. I bet when they go to the amusement park and they guess Minerva's weight, I bet they get it wrong. Y'all getting this, y'all. That inspires me. Minerva right now, and Chris, and y'all saying these health things, y'all inspiring me, because I only did twice a week. Y'all did twice a week. I'm getting back. I actually do 5 days a week. I got busy at the beginning of the year. Y'all know this is love season, so I'm super duper busy. Matter of fact, y'all, Tuesday morning, check me out. I'm gonna be on the Today Show. Be on the Today Show out of New York, right? Check me out. I think I drop is from 8 to 8:10, 8:10 to 8:20. I'll let you know more. So I just been getting, God has been good. So a lot of opportunities, right? All right. All right, you can ask a couple questions and then we'll wrap up because I do have an appointment waiting. And I apologize. I didn't see all these comments come in. So quick, what's y'all's question, y'all? Yeah, someone said that's what scares me, being alone. So if being alone scares you, I need you to have a social calendar. I'm gonna say this on the Today Show. Y'all can get it earlier. So they asked me, what's the difference between people that date and people that don't date? They have a social calendar. All right. So they're more intentional. So that means that they have a calendar in advance of when they're going to hang out, where they want to hang out, who they want to hang out with, even if you go by yourself, so that they can be social. Why? Because being social allows you to socialize, which allows you to organically meet someone. And you can be social online. Like, look at me doing a live, right? Say I was single and you look good and I like you and you like me and you DM, what you think gonna happen? And we vibe, right? But you would never see me. I would never see you if you didn't go live. So that's an opportunity, y'all, to use LinkedIn, Bumble, because you have Bumble for friends, y'all. Low key. I could actually work for Bumble, right? Because I see how people use that. So make sure that you have a social calendar. And it's not necessarily being in a relationship, it's just being alone. Make sure you have a good set of friends to go do life with. You see what I'm saying? Have someone to be able. Oh my goodness, I see my friend Dr. Monique Gasson talking about roll tide. Oh, and Adriana, I see you. Roll tide. I'm glad I missed these, y'all. That's why y'all got beaten by Georgia and we had a title. I just want to throw that out there. All right. Stress is a life killer. All right. There it is. Stressing about things you cannot control. Right. So it says I can't got my son who has autism. Now that in itself is stressful. And I don't get the care that he needs in school, instead being mistreated. Besides that, I'm a student. That's a lot on you. If you're in Georgia, I don't know where you are, but they can give you details. Samantha, I want you to look into the Marcus Institute. Look into the Marcus Institute, and Emory also has an autism center that and their advocacy groups that can join those advocacy groups that allow schools. Once you give them like a piece of paper from a doctor that says autism, there's certain things they have to do by law, and in certain school systems, especially poor ones. Or I'm be honest, all right, ones that are trifling, you're gonna have to threaten to sue. Once you threaten to sue, you would never get to the point of lawsuit, because once they see that you're serious and you get an advocate, you can get like legal aid. There are actual educational lawyers that actually help you to do this. Once you feel that autism community is going to give that to you, this is probably worth the price of admission, which is free today, right? Once you get that, fam, I promise you, they're gonna get your son and your daughter the resources they need for autism, because they don't want to get sued. And the school system is totally defeated when it comes to when a kid has an established disability. Look up IDEA. Look up the IDEA Act, and you'll see that they have to, by law, provide finances for your child's disability. That's not only ADHD, that's not only autism, that's not only Asperger's, that's not only cerebral palsy, that's not only cancer, that's not only lupus, that's not only autoimmune disease. Y'all need to know this stuff. A learning disability, dyslexia, they have to pay for it, y'all. But they would never advertise that because they go broke. So the families and parents that fight for it, get it, but you are going to have to fight for it if you're in an average to subpar school system, which is overwhelmed. If you're in a great school system, they're going to call you and say, hey, Mr. and Mrs. Tartt, hey, we have this set up for you. We'd like for you to come in. That's the way it should be, right? So listen, y'all, I don't want you to be alone. I see the comments coming. I don't want you to be alone. I want you to connect. Don't be a loner. You can be an introvert, which means you do small groups. I kick it with people, small groups, right? I vibe with one person, get coffee, go to the gun range with another person, go lift with another person, go to church, do Bible study with 3 people. You can be an introvert and keep your circle small, but you can't keep it at zero. Can't keep it at zero, y'all. Plant-based diet, I agree. Oh my goodness, the data is overwhelming about a plant-based diet. You see, who was it? Samuel L. Jackson. Samuel Jackson had a scare with cancer, looking bad. It says not looking good for you. He went plant-based. Samuel Jackson looking great. Added years to his life. Why do we always do that? Y'all know Dr. CB. That's real, right? That's real. That's real. I went to a health retreat and I saw someone, he was 80, 90 years old, y'all. He was young, he was spry, right? And he talked about a vegan diet. He was on it, and I saw it. Chef Babette, those of you that don't look her up. Chef Babette, she was just on, was it Today Show or Get Up America, one of them. Good Day America. She looks 72, y'all. I saw her and we were in St. Martin together at the Girlfriends Getaway Retreat. If y'all looking for a dope retreat, y'all, that health and wellness, look at Girlfriend Getaway. It's Google Girlfriend Getaway .com, I believe, and you'll be able to find it. But we're in St. Martin, and when I rolled up, I thought she was 47. She's 72 and fine. I mean, she is fine. My wife will allow me to say that because she knows Chef Babette too. I was like, you look good. I mean, I mean, she was voluptuous, and she got down, y'all, and did a 4-minute plank, y'all, and then did 50 push-ups. 72 years old. Come on. Come on, Raina, get that circle up. I see you. Eat your fruits and drink your veggies. Take your herds and sleep, please. I love the fact that we have. That's why I love this. I love this community, right? Someone said I heard the marine type. Whole health time, so the marine type is working. All right, it's good for you. Someone said adding coffee and tea, decaffeinated, y'all. Oh, let me give you something else. All right, Dr. Jacqueline Burke gave me this. She's a world-renowned nutritionist. She says 3 cups of decaffeinated green tea reverses aging, y'all. I said it reverses aging. Reverses aging. Minerva says she eats according to her blood type. Look into that as well, y'all. I love this. Look at what your blood type. There's certain foods you should be eating based on blood types. That is correct, Minerva. I've heard that. I'm not educating. I've heard that too. So let's do it. So 3 cups, y'all. 3 cups. And she said if you can get the loose leaf kind, that's even better, right? Because we're getting closer and closer to the earth, y'all. If y'all want to reverse aging, if you want to look younger next year, get the collagen peptides, drink your water. We didn't talk about that. Staying hydrated, right? No smoking, no drinking, healthy body weight, exercise, adaptive coping, don't stress, fix it, keep your mind busy, and have stable, connecting, long relationships, eat correctly, sleep. I think we got it. I think we hit a lot of them. I hit a lot of them, you know? I see you, job, CVS, cash flow. All right. So, man, this is, I'm going to say this, y'all. No, I don't eat chitterlings. I mean, I used to eat chitlins. I know y'all say, how are you saying chitterlings as a black man? I don't eat chitlins. I used to. I gave them up many years ago. My family is from Tuskegee, Alabama. My mom is from Tuskegee. My dad from Bessemer, of course. But they don't eat them anymore either, right? I've limited to my mom to even cooking them once a year. New Year's, people call her for the chitlins, but she doesn't eat them. We don't eat them. All right. So y'all got it. Oh, I get it. Someone walking into the yoga and sauna right now. Yoga is good. Not only is hot yoga, y'all, hot core yoga is good for your blood flow, for sexuality, gentlemen. There are a lot of athletes that do hot core yoga, right? Because it actually increases libido, blood to your love organ. Let's just keep this PG, which allows you to have more girth and more stamina. I'm just telling y'all. All right. So I love it, y'all. All right. So y'all know about collagen peptide. All right. Someone said the name of the book again. From Strength to Strength. From Strength to Strength by Arthur Brooks. It talks about getting the most that you can out of the second part of life. And that's what inspired me to do this. All right. So someone said, yeah, I went through advocacy for my son, and now he's in a proper school. If you're in New York, check out Mobilization for Justice. I love this is why this community is so good. Sweet Pea Bless, thank you for buying a badge. I appreciate you. Anyone, and y'all don't have to, y'all. Just y'all, if y'all have it, cool. That's not why I do this, y'all. But I thank you because you could spend your money on Amazon. I appreciate you showing that as a blessing. Studies show that video games improve motor skills and supports healthy brain function. This is as long as we staying active and not doing it too much. I see Dr. Gasson shouting out Tuskegee Opelika. Yeah, Bama babies. That's right. That's right. All right, y'all. So I love y'all. Thank y'all. Y'all added to the conversation. We're going to live a long time. Because can we commit to living a long and prosperous life, y'all? Let's go the other way, y'all. I want us all to look good. I want everyone to mistake us for looking 10, 15 years younger. And I want us to be able to think about this conversation. I want you to share this. I want you to share this with other people and say, look at this. Because what it is most people just don't have a mindset. They're not thinking about it. It's not that they don't want to live a long life. And there's some people it's like, I'm going to die, I'm going to die. Yeah. But other people like, I didn't even think about those are the first couple of questions they ask. So why would I do those things and want long life? All right, y'all. So y'all know what to do. I love y'all. I love y'all. I'll see y'all Monday. I will be here Monday, right? Before I head out to New York for the Today Show. All right, so I'll see y'all Monday. All right, so take care and God bless. Take care and God bless. I'm gonna go get my lunch. All right, take care. God bless. Thank you.